EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cut. Like 20.
Check 55, Mike.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. On first down, it's Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Michael, 120. 4 down. Pilot, 64. Weak.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. A shotgun snap for Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll roll him out right. And he fires one incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's response them to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd down, here's Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
We're scoreless after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12.
On the double. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Defense.
On second down now, Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I go bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
7 now on second and goal.
Watch the screen. Coaching still.
Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing Jones. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Value 3. Value 7.
From the 50, it's gone. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10.
DC. Tiger. Brickstone, Travis.
Out of the gun, Goff. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Just like that. Just like that. Switch.
Down. Shell.
Goff on the draw play to Henderson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Get ready. Get ready. Orange. 52's the mic right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, 29 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Last stop.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It's caught. Shepard. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. 22 jet bombers. Switch. Hey, Alpha.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot, Fox 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
I'm here all day. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, 5. 2 for 1. Hey, Haywood.
55, Mike 55, Mike.
80 weapons.
Come on, D.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 10 logo. 2.
Here's Jones off the bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the 24, Goff trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. 76 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jones, off play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, there to knock that away.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the path.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Here's Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jones now off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
15 line. 61, matchbox lights. You gonna see me and you're not down.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Aaron Donald. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a first down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You draw forfeit.
Again they run with Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Listen. 55, mark, guys, 55. Come on, come on.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Here's Jones off the bootleg, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They run. It's Gurley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock.
Hey, yo, hold on, bro. And let me switch my line up right quick, bro. And stay in the lobby. I'll be right back.